Oh my God, that's just laugh it up, Chuckles.
Paul, I got a guy that I'm associated with that like works 6 hours and then's like, ooh, I gotta take a break. I'm exhausted. I'm like, Jesus. I'm like, we just got done with a 12-hour shift and you're complaining about 6 hours? You know, how the hell are you ever gonna be successful in life working 6 hours? You know, people in business, they always wanna complain, right? They always wanna blame. When you fail, you blame, right? You blame it on the weather, you blame it on your neighbors, you blame it on your family, your upbringing, you know, you don't have enough money, you blame it on everything else other than the only thing you can blame it on. That's you. That's you. That's me. When I fail in business, and I've done it lots of times, there's only one person to blame, and that's me. Sometimes it's a bad decision, and I failed at it. Sometimes I didn't work hard at it, and I failed at it. Sometimes the stars just didn't line up. There's only one place to point your fingers, and that's at yourself. So it's your choice, your choice to bust your ass and be successful, save your money, you know, become rich in 10 years. That's your choice. And it's a choice you need to make now. It's a choice you need to make now. If you haven't already started it, if you have no money in savings, I mean, most people that I work have no money in savings. And my only, you know, I encourage them. I make them start saving their money. You can't work for me unless you're saving your money, unless you're investing your money. You just can't work for me because I want you to be gone from here. I don't pay a ton of money. Nobody in this business pays a ton of money, right? The money is just not there. So in order to get them to the next level, they got to start savings. They got to start. And maybe 2, 3, 4, 5 years from now, boom, they can start their own business. Boom, they can go get another job. Boom, they can, you know, who knows what they can do, but at least they'll have 10, 20, 30, $50,000 in their bank account that is their rock, that is their security, that is there in case they need it, in case they want to go to the next level. Look and see what we got. Man, this is why we bought this auction. If you can see right here, I see this great big case in the front, right? So the only thing I could see on it was this Icon Systems Inc. So I see Icon Systems Inc. and I Google it, and it ends up being like a church software company. So at first I'm thinking, okay, so this is probably a church, a closed down church, and this is like, you know, maybe stereo equipment and that's mixing boards or something like that. But these cases are freaking huge. So then I zoom in on this Semigon, and when I look that up, Semigon is a company that makes computer software, flight simulation software for the United States government. So this is from a software, you know, if a software company also sells hardware. So I go to their website and I see people, you know, using VR and a flight simulator, looking all over flying fighter jets. I mean, if that's what's in these boxes, I have no idea what they can be worth. It can be worth hundreds of thousands of dollars. Yeah. But, and you can see there's 3 huge of these boxes in there. I don't even know if we can get these in the truck, Paul. 3 huge boxes that, look at, they've been shipped freight. I mean, I don't know if they're empty, if they're closed, if they're full, you know, because it kind of, you know, at first I thought, okay, maybe it's some sort of company, maybe some sort of church. You can see all these TVs, but then why is there a mattress in here? You know, so that kind of threw me off a little bit, thinking like, why would there be a mattress? Yeah, plus it's all dirty, so it seems like it's been here for a little while, and that feels pretty light. That feels pretty light. I hope I didn't get just empty cases, man. I hope I paid, you know, all in all, I'm in this thing for like probably $2,200 with a U-Haul rental and everything, taxes. So let's start digging in and see what the hell we got. So we're kind of in the winter doldrums right now, the Christmas doldrums, right? Because during Christmas time, Amazon's not shipping out a lot of loads. All my distributors, all my contract holders don't have a lot of loads. So I do not have anything for my bin store this week. We are going through pallets and finding the 1 and 2 pallets we have around the warehouse that we can fill the bins up with, but I know it's not gonna be a good week. And you know, I talked to my other business partner, Jen, who has the bin store out in Port Richey. You gotta be prepared for the Christmas slowdown. You know, if I was smart, what I did is I sold off a couple of loads in the middle of December. If I was smart, I wouldn't have done that. I would have kept the loads in here, kept them so that right now when inventory's short, I would have had the extra loads. I have the space, it's not the problem. You know, so keep those loads. Listen, next November, remind me, do not run out of frickin' loads during Christmas. Okay. I'm thinking this might not be so good. Look at these old phones here. If somebody's saving these old T-Mobile phones, how long's this unit been rented and what is in here? But on the good side of it is if they did pay for it for all these years, you'd think there'd be something of substantial value in here. But like Tyson just said, these boxes are all empty, 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 empty. I see an old phone system right there, a couple filing cabinets, a couple TV stands, Rave computers. I don't know. Yeah, you never go by the box, because a lot of times somebody will take this, they'll buy this monitor, then they'll put their old monitor inside of it, or it's going to be an empty box. So you never go by the box. The box will always fail you. Plus, my whole thought was, I gamble all the time in life. I gamble at casinos, and I would put a $2,000 bet down on a blackjack table in a second. So to try to bet $2,000 on this unit is a lot more fun. Plus, I get to make a video out of it. So let's move some of this stuff out here. I'm as of right now, I'm not very optimistic about what's going to happen here, but let's get through it and we'll figure it out.
It's a box.
Counter side tape.
Yep.
Okay.
Those are counter side tapes.
Counters. Oh, look at this. Okay, so this is the display, the whole display for the. These are the display units for the trade show. Now this must be the sides and the back.
Emphasis on the plural.
That is. Okay.
Oh my God.
These are all just countertops. This is part of the whole display.
We can
system.
put these down.
Yeah. I would still guess that this is thousands of dollars, even though we're not exactly happy. We'll put that part of it.
We get to do it from the other side. Oh, never mind.
All right. So here's the trade show display.
Dude, you guys do like so much in a day. You can't figure out what's else.
This is definitely the most amusing part of this.
Whole counter test.
How'd you get yours through?
No, Tyson did that. I didn't. Where can yours just tie it?
No, you tighten it.
Yeah, mine's not doing it either. It's like this clamp is on here. So, I mean, I don't know if that works or not, because we don't really have a way to test it. What happens in those is when you install them, there's a little pin that you have to remove or it won't work, and nobody knows that. So they go to install them, they don't work, and they return them. And it's just a very simple pin. If you Google it, if you YouTube it, you can see where that pin is. But I mean, it's probably like 200 bucks new. I'd sell it for 50 bucks. 50 bucks, yeah. Yeah, and I'd guarantee it, if it didn't work, you could bring it back. Okay.
Oh my God, it's foam!
Well, there's something in the foam.
Oh my God, it's more foam.
All right, let's see.
There's something fragile in here. It's covered in bubble wrap.
Is this? Yes, it is. A Fender PA system. Look at that. So this is one of those systems, right, that has the amp in the middle and then the two speakers on the outside that you can separate, whatever you want to do, a little party, a little event. So they were using this at the trade show. So that's in there. I'm sure this is $300 or $400 new. It's Fender is just a great name. Anything Fender has got to be worth a little bit of money. So all these trade shows come with just concrete floors, so if they want them to look nice, they got to bring in their own carpets. They lay them down, use double-sided tape, stick them down on the ground. Every week now, since we bought our shoe load, we've been putting shoes in our bin store. I did a video about opening up a Amazon shoe store, a $10 shoe store. I haven't executed that yet. I'm not sure if I want to get into any more real estate payments because I already have a lot of space. But we've been putting them right in our bin store. So we start off on $20 a day. I'm going to tell you that this is one of the best decisions we make, you know. I mean, these are Target shoes that we've had for a long time. We're throwing them in there this week. They'll start at $20, $10, $5. But Tammy says that they all sell by $3 a day. So you know that you can buy Amazon shoes for $2.50 a pair. If you're getting 10% of them, 5 out of 50% of them, 3 out of the rest, you're making good money on them. So shoes, think about shoes for your bin stores. They, shockingly, it's done extremely well for us. These cases gotta be $500 each, right?
They're probably custom made.
Ready? Okay.
Safe for reback again. Wait, this literally tells you what's gonna happen. It's a door stop, upright toppers, and horizontals for closet. Exactly what it entails.
So the pieces are that.
Yeah, so these would be like the corners, and then you slide in like, you know, your signs into these grooves.
Oh, well, you can,
There's more down there, same stuff.
Yeah. That's the
Okay.
walls.
So more pieces to the,
I know.
first edition. Now we're here for the grand finale.
I hope that's got all the good stuff in it.
Oh, there's more displays. I can see it.
Got it.
Exactly what I was gonna say, Dad.
Fourth layer.
These are boxes.
Yeah, this is the lighting kit here, some shelving, lights.
Maybe this is why they don't want to pay their bill.
They didn't want this back. So I can't say I'm super excited about what we bought today. I was hoping we get a little more into the tech part of their business. Looks like we have the trade show part of their business, and certainly all their files. I don't know if they find any value in that. It just seems weird to me that they would just leave all that in a storage unit and let it go. So we're gonna load it all up. Maybe when we get back to the warehouse, we'll set it up and see what it looks like when it's all put together. It's gonna be interesting setting something up like this, you know, 3 big cases worth of stuff, you know. But maybe we'll find some other stuff that goes with the chair in there. Who knows? Who knows? 1, 2, 3. Oh my God!
Laugh it up, Chuckles. Give me the other side. You guys go in?
Thing here, but let's see how. And there's no way that's empty. We can't
Silverfish.
leave this garbage here. We gotta clean it up. We're not taking home ants.
Should we just leave it?
So we got the storage unit back to the warehouse, and it's not what I hoped it would be. You know, hopefully we can get our money back out of it because, you know, any of these trade shows displays, they could be $10,000 or $20,000. The resale on them is not a lot because normally you get them custom made, each company, where you order the banners and everything for the company. So whoever bought this display would have to reorder new banners, get their own logos put on it. So it still would cost a little bit of money. But hopefully with these cases, with the gaming chair, with the TV stands, with the file, you know, with everything that we got there, I know I'm gonna make a little bit of money, but not a lot of money. We'll see. If, you know, we'll keep the video going. We'll show you when we sell it. I think this one was a bust.
In this dark night, it's too hard for me to say now.
It's okay. Life is about winning or losing, right? What's the saying? You miss 100% of the shots you don't take. So we're just going to keep taking shots at these storage units until we find another home run like those vending machines. Those were a great hit, right? We got some comic books coming up in a storage unit. I'm an expert on comic books, so there's thousands of them, but the unit's going for a lot of money. So I think I'm going to go ahead and buy that unit. So I remember, this is a long time ago, but 30 years ago, but I think it pertains to this. You know, my roommate, I lived with this guy, I was single, lived with this guy, and he ran one restaurant and I ran another restaurant. And we both did well, we both made money. His store was making about $150,000 a year profit. But at the time, his salary was like $45,000 because we moved from the country to the city. But the pay rates in the city was a lot higher. So my buddy went to the boss and said, "Boss, I need a $10,000 raise because I got this other job offering me a lot more money. And the boss elected to let him go, which was horrible, So that restaurant, they passed it on to the next guy in line in charge, the assistant manager, became the general manager. That store was shut down in 2 years, man. When you get somebody good in business, don't let go of them. Don't let go of them. You know, over $10,000, they let go of this guy. $10,000 in salary a year, they let go of this guy. And they probably lost $1 million in the process because they had a great operator, turned into a shitty operator. The number 2 guy was shitty. The only reason that he existed there is because the number 1 guy kept him in line. The minute there was nobody keeping number 2 in line, he did whatever he wanted. He took 1 million smoke breaks. He left early. He came in late. He didn't have anybody he was accountable to. So hold on to those solid employees. Hold on to those people that bring you forward, that make you more money. Do whatever you can to keep them. So we've had a ton of customers in the warehouse today. Remember, I hate doing retail. I only had to deal with 5 different customers today. We did over $10,000 in sales on pallet sales. That's why I love the wholesale business. That's why I love having a warehouse like this and doing pallet sales. Guys, thanks for watching our videos today. Please like and subscribe. Liquidation Motivation. Now go out there and make some money.